I'm Hassathil, Heinrich Oakenhull's wife. The life of a sailor's wife isn't an easy one. Heinrich is at sea 9 months out of 10. But Anvil's a friendly town, and the 9 console me. Captain Dougal's rumor... Bye.
Oh, unhappy Tamriel! Good. Well, oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me? This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned, as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath. Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aelids, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived. And now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods! Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aelids 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril, and slew him! But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned. Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks! I can read the ancient runes if you cannot! As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the Aeliad tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat. Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry? You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight? A humble heart is a good starting point. The gods will decide if you are worthy to seek the relics. The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wish to quest for the relics would walk the pilgrim's way, travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines, pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings. The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the 8 divines. He went alone into the white gold tower, challenged the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, The Crusaders' relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed? Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos, and the 8 became 9. I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who ascended. Walking the Pilgrim's Way is the traditional start of a holy quest. Follow the map I gave you, visit the way shrines of the 9, pray, and wait for a sign. He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelennor the Crusader. Now he has returned to seek vengeance against the gods. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. May the 8 and 1 guide your steps. Is there no one who would stand for the 9? Cut!
What can I do for you?
8
Farewell.
wise he was! Pelennor the Blamer! Champion of...
Any time now.
Hi there. What do you want? May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Goodbye.
Hey. Hello. What is it, associate? Well met.
Hello.
How are you to...
Good as...
worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me. Who's there?
What? Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend. Well, it's no problem traveling from the Imperial City to Lerwin, if you're a wizard and can walk on water. I'd stay off the roads, though. You mean the Holy Hermit of Anvil? No one knows where he comes from, but they say he has the true word. I'd love to go hear him. Bye.
Well met. Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend. Fighting's easy. Just lead them out of the water and shoot them full of holes. If you've got a bow, of course, and can walk on... A little food and drink will do you some good. Come back and see me again. Good day.
Well met, traveler. Have you heard the call of the prophet? Do you walk the pilgrim's... No matter. I thought I detected... Now I must be on my way. The pilgrimage of the Way Shrines is my own... I have taken up the prophet's call to defend the faith. Only a true knight, wielding the Crusader's relics, can stop the evil that now threatens. I walk the pilgrim's way, as did the questing knights of old. I would be glad of your company. You have heard him. Like me, you know he speaks the truth. If the Nine will it, I will be the one to recover the Crusaders. The blessings of the Nine upon your quest. Perhaps our paths will cross again. What seems to be the problem? He preaches in Anvil. Appeared right after the attack on the chapel there. Sounds like the usual doom-saying nonsense. Mars is an excellent healer, but I understand she longs to return to the swamps of Blackmarsh. You too.
Gilgondrin, silver home on the water had... My neighbor, Droshanji, is worried. He's seen creatures around the house lately. Why don't you talk to Droshanji? See if you can help. By all accounts, he preaches that the attack on Anvil Chapel is an omen of some kind of coming. You should go to Anvil and... You hear any word about Kudai's friend? She's offering a generous reward, so hopefully someone will show up and lend a hand. What can I interest you in? An excellent bargain. An excellent bargain. That's a good deal. Thank you for your patron. Kudai is a member of Bravil's Mages Guild. She put the word out that a good friend of hers went missing. She's offered a reward, but as far as I know, nobody's taken her up on the offer. Not sure who's missing either. She's keeping quiet about it. I suppose if you're interested, you could head over there and ask Kudai yourself. There's a room free, all right. Best you'll find in Bravil, if I do say so. Right. You'll have to go upstairs to the second floor. Your room is the second door on the right, before the staircase. Bye. What? Have you looked around? Bravil is Tamriel's cloaca. Silverhome is the only decent place in town. Don't know why I stay here. Take care.
What? We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. We have no Emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried. Take care.
I've killed Brokil Roshader, Lord High Warden of the Taps, Gilgandrin's most prized customer. I taste everything, over and over and over again. It is a terrible responsibility, being Bravil's first citizen of the Ale Tub, but I suffer under the burden like a sure green orc. I haven't heard much about him. I'm thinking about going down to Anvil to hear him for myself.
Apparently, some fool tried to resurrect the Crimson Scars in Deepscorn Hollow. The Dark Brotherhood will not like that.
Enough talk.
Have mercy. Just one coin.
You'll always get a fair deal here. I'm Nillowen. What can I get you? What's a pretty young thing like me doing in this swamp town? I inherited the business from my late husband, and I aim to make it work.
Apparently, some fool tried to resurrect the Crimson Scars in Deepscorn Hollow. The Dark...
Can I interest you in some of my wares? You got a great deal there. That's more. than I'd usually pay. You drive a hard bargain. A good price for a... A fine transaction. Thank you for your... You too.
Go ahead, please. Have you heard about that ghost of the old man that looks out into Nibbon Bay each night? They're calling him the Forlorn Watchman. Spooky. I don't know much about that ghost, but some say he died in a horrible shipwreck. I would stay away from him if I were you. Bad omen. Each night he wanders the shore of Nibbon Bay. Then he stops and looks mournfully out to sea. If you're interested, you may want to see Gilgondarin at Silverhome on the Water. When it comes to local legends, he's the best source in town. Have you heard about that ghost of the old man? If I can't fix it, it ain't broke. Go to it.
Well met. Good to see you. What's new with you?
How are you? Yes? I don't know much about that ghost, but some say he died in a horror. Each night he wandered. If you're... Have you heard about that ghost of... I don't know each... If... Go to it.
It is not surprising, considering Morrowind's violent past. We can only hope the troubles subside quickly. Take care. It's you, Nasi. Your humble servant and humble servant of the night. The Fighters Guild is good enough to encourage me in sharing the inner peace and spiritual harmony of the martial arts. Apparently, some fool tried to resurrect. I don't know much of each night. If you're... Knowledge is power. Let's get to training.
How are you? How do you do? I'm Tadros Hellis, Smith. There's a lot of adventuring action from here south to Blackwood, and everyone comes to me with their gear. Apparently some... You've got a lot to learn.
Greetings.
Goodbye.
Hi there. I've sighted the Forlorn Watchman again. Every time I see that ghost, it gives me the...
What is it?
Hello.
Morning. What? You too.
Hello.
Well met.
Apparently some fool tried to resurrect the Crimson Scars in Deep Scorn Hollow. The Dark Brotherhood will not like that.
I've heard others say the same.
Bye.
Greetings, Arieri, your friendly guild alchemist. Satisfaction guaranteed. No free sample. Ravil, good points, cheap to live, unpretentious, freewheeling. Bad points, culturally a hole. Count's a clown and his son's a skooma sucker. I'm just here doing research. If you need spells, talk to Ita or Delphine. They'll be happy to help. I heard that one of the Skingrad mages was assaulted, but I don't know the details. I don't know much about that ghost. Each night, if you're... Good day.
Hi there. Delphine Gent, creator of the celebrated Enemies Explode spell, advanced trainer in destruction, and mage destined for great... I love my work. Fire, frost, shock, poison. Little presents for Kinnereth's cute little woodland creatures. It's my job to help people learn the proper, constructive use of destruction magic. And let's face it, blowing things up can be ever so much fun. Apparently some... Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. You too.
Welcome. If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble at all. Go ahead, please. Bye. I'm Ardeline. I'm the guild's advanced trainer in alchemy. I'm afraid I'm not very social. So I really don't know very much about the people here. I don't like talking to people much, but Kudai's helping me get over that. That's why she put me in charge of selling alchemy. Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Fraven took over the position of Archmage. Knowledge is the key to success. Farewell.
Carandil, mage trained, scholar by inclination, student of our Aldmeri ancestors, the Aelids. The Eyelid ruin of Anatwil is nearby. I can spend a few days on site, then return here for the comforts of home and my library. By all accounts, he preaches that the attack on Anvil Chapel is an omen of... You should go to Anvil. The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost... Take care.
Hello there, associate. You're here for a recommendation I'm afraid I haven't had time to prepare anything conventional. I'm very preoccupied with this situation concerning Ardaline. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I can't directly... I'll need you to have a little chat with Varen Vamori, and you can learn something about the power of illusion in the process. The Council of Mages meets there in the Imperial City. That's where the real power of the guild lies. If you do what you need to, you'll get there one day. Just don't forget to help those who have aided you on your way. Don't say anything to her. I don't want to embarrass her further. Once this is all taken care of, I'll speak to her privately. I take my duties as chapter head very seriously, unlike some guild mages. It infuriates me how casual some guild heads are about common civility. Yes, I'm the one looking for my friend. His name is Henantir. If you find him, I'll be glad to offer you a sizable reward. I miss him so. We were study mates at the Arcane University, and we've come to grow fond of each other over the years. He's always getting himself into jams with the careless ways he performs his experiments, and, well, I'm afraid he's done it again. I'm going to level with you, as you seem like you wish to help. Henantir isn't missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is. The problem is, he's trapped and there's no way I can free him. Well, Henantir's been warned that if he strays outside the guild rules one more time, he may be up for summary dismissal. The rules say that he isn't to practice dangerous experiments at his home. It must be done in the guild under the watchful eye of an associate. Henantir's never been one for rules, and so he's continued to perform his latest experiments in secret. If word gets out, he'll be dismissed. Great. Whatever suits you and gets me Henantir. When you're ready to go and see him, let me know. But please... Are you ready to... Very well, but do... We aren't going far, so no need to prepare for a long journey. In fact, he's still... Each local guild hall has its own way of doing things. That means each hall has its own set of problems. Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people. I don't understand it. Some ridiculous male thing, I suppose. He's been bothering Ardaline every day for a while now. He even stole her mage's staff. Perhaps he thinks it's amusing. I don't know. But it needs to stop. It's making her miserable. Please, return quickly.
I think all Bogram Grogalish cares about is the Lonely Suitor Lodge. He really puts everything into it.
The Lonely Suitor certainly seems to be a source of great pride for him.
How delightful. Welcome.
What's new with you?
They say that slavery...
What?
has been
Farewell.
abolished in Morrowind. House dress and...
A pleasure to speak with you. Goodbye.
How are you today?
Good day. Bye. How goes it? What can I do for you? Good day.
Hello, associate.